chance to ask some questions, see how everything's been going.
How have you been doing?
I've been doing good. Just taking rehab day by day. And I'm walking now. It's been my week 3 of me walking, so it's getting back stronger, and I feel pretty good.
What was that rehab like right after the surgery as you're,
Oh, it was rough. Yeah, the first, I couldn't walk for 6 weeks. It was probably the roughest 6 weeks of my life, honestly. I wouldn't wish this type of injury on anybody, but, it's a common injury, and guys are bouncing back pretty well, and I have full confidence that the training staff will get me back to 100%, and, just, like I said, just taking it day by day.
Do you know when you'll be about 100%? If you're ready for the spring, or?
I have no idea yet. I'm leave that to the training staff. Like I said, they've been doing a great job. Dave and Hughes and all those guys have been doing a great job of helping me just stay calm and just trust the process. They've brought so many guys back, and I feel very confident that they'll bring me back to the player that I was, or even better. So, like I said, I'm just taking it step by step.
How tough is it this time of year? I mean, the Vikings have a pivotal game Sunday, and then obviously you're not able to be a part of it or in the playoffs if you make it.
I try to be around the guys as much as possible. I still talk to all the guys. I still crash a few meetings, and I think everybody's they're just trying to find themselves and play together as a team, and just keep trusting in what the coaches are telling them to do, and trusting the scheme, and I think they'll be able to pull it off this Sunday.
Have you gotten any good advice from any of the guys here who have gone through these injuries? I know that Dalvin just kind of went through one.
Yeah, of course. Dalvin, the week that I tore it, he was in the training room with me all week, and he just been giving me some pointers on some things that he struggled with, and I've been taking those things in stride, and just trying to be a step ahead of what he was able to do, and he's been pushing me to just fight through some things. He told me, whenever it's uncomfortable, just try to push through it, and that's what I've been doing, and I feel like I'm making pretty good strides.
What will the off-season look like for you in terms of where you're going to rehab? And
I plan to do everything here. The Wills, they did a great job of creating this facility. The facility has everything I need, so I'll be training here, and that way I don't have to bounce around everywhere, so I think it'll be easier.
How did you feel your season was going before the injury?
I felt good. I feel like I was just getting warmed up. I wanted to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, so my goal next year is to win Comeback Player of the Year. So I feel like it was going pretty good. I did a lot of learning. Still have a lot more learning to do. I'm only 21 years old, so I'm excited to see how this facility, this franchise, can help my future, and I'm just ready to get back on the field.
Is it educational to stand on the sidelines and get to watch the game from that perspective at all?
Yeah, definitely. Even when I wasn't playing, or when I was playing and I was on the sideline, you always have to, just focus in on details and just things that you don't normally catch while you're on the field. So it's definitely been a great point.
You mentioned learning. What have you just kind of been able to learn about yourself as you've dealt with this adversity?
It's tough. Some days when I don't feel like coming to rehab, when I'm a little sore, I just try to push through it. I think about everything that got me here and what I've done, and I just use that to keep me motivated to, like I said, whenever I don't feel like doing anything. So just all about, like I said, having confidence in the training staff, and just being confident, really.
You talked to any other corners or defensive backs who have gone through this to know just specifically with your position and the challenges you might face?
I have not. That was the only guy who has had the same injury that I've really talked to about it. So not really.
Mike, what was it like as a rookie, being able to work with Terrence Newman and watching, being able to play with him for early on, and then watching him transition to being a coach?
It was actually crazy. It was a pretty fast transition for him, and as for me to come in and play with him, and now he's a coach. So it's been pretty well. Terrence has taught me a ton of things that I never knew, coming into the league, and those things helped me out tremendously. Like I said before I got hurt, I felt like I was just getting warmed up. I was feeling real confident out there, but Terrence done a great job of giving me a lot of tools that he's used to help him growing up, and I'm looking forward to learning some more from him.
Mike, are there things about this as a corner that you expect to be more difficult to deal with in terms of all the lateral movement, change of directions, backpedaling, just all of the things you have to put your knee through as a corner?
Like I said, I'm gonna leave all that up to the training staff. I'm gonna trust everything that they have me doing. When my knee gets back stronger, I'll worry about those things, and like I said, I have to do everything with confidence. you know, as soon as you start thinking about something bad happens. So I just try to stay confident and put my trust in those guys.
It was just ACL, no other ligament damage or
Yeah,
anything?
just ACL.
You feel like that might help the recovery? I mean, just having to deal with specifically one thing instead of worrying about other instabilities that might be there?
Yeah, it should. Like I said, I leave that up to the training staff. They're professionals at what they do, so I'll just take it step by step.
I think Dalvin tore his ACL around the same time. I think it was October. Does that give you a timeline that you can try to follow or match, or are they different?
Personally, I have no idea. I mean, like I said, I'm just leaving it up to the training staff. I'm sure they pretty much have a time frame of when I'll get back, but I have no idea. I'll just take it day by day, like I said.
Where are you at now in terms of like getting strength back in your leg? Are you able to do any sort of like, what kind of like movement stuff are they having you do? Any
I've been in the treadmill underwater. That's probably the most movement I've done since I've been back on my feet, but other than that, not really.
Have you reached out to Mackenzie Melton after his
Oh yeah,
injury?
definitely,
Yeah, talk about how you reached out with him.
Right.
His is probably more serious, but you had an ACL. What'd you say to him?
Yeah, his was definitely a lot more serious, and you know, as soon as it happened, I kind of knew something was up, and I know how he was feeling because obviously I just happened to me a couple weeks before, and I reached out to him and told him to keep his head up. You know, everything will be all right. You know, like I said, I was in this position right before it happened, so I know exactly how he was feeling, and you know, I'm just hoping everything goes well for him.
Yes, so